This morning, we have new information about what happened when an alleged gunman ran at full speed past Secret Service agents heading for the White House Correspondents Dinner Saturday. Sources tell CBS News a shot fired by the suspect may have hit a cell phone in the pocket of a Secret Service agent's bulletproof vest. Wow. Let's bring in CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Sganga. Nicole, this sounds like it came from a movie. Officials, they didn't really know if the suspect had fired a weapon that hit the agent. But how clear this up for us based on the new information you have?
Yeah, we've been talking with law enforcement sources really since this happened. And our understanding is that there were just 5 rounds fired from one uniformed division officer as the suspect was approaching and ran through the magnetometer. He only made it about 20 feet into the security perimeter before he sort of tripped, fell, and then was tackled by other uniformed division officers who were on patrol, on alert outside of the White House Correspondents Dinner. At that point, they had been breaking down some of the magnetometers. But in between the moment, and you can see it on the video that was posted by the President of the United States, in between the moment we first see the suspect run through the magnetometer and when he is apprehended, there are 5 shots fired by one uniformed division officer in response to that individual, the suspect, firing 1 round from of a buckshot. So it's a sort of softer lead material. It's used in hunting oftentimes, from his shotgun. There was a little bit of confusion initially because the FBI, who was on the scene, who is leading the investigation, did not recover bullet pellets from that buckshot initially, but now sort of clearing it up, and we're learning that there is damage to the bulletproof vest that is consistent with having been shot. We do know that there is a shell that was found in the chamber of the weapon because the weapon was not reloaded, so the casing was not ejected. But our understanding, again, just to recap for folks, is that 2 weapons were fired, 1 round from the suspect and 5 from the uniformed division officer.
We're also hearing more about how the suspect was taken down. Here's what one witness, an Air Force veteran, told our Matt Gutman.
I was on the phone with my son. I just saw him running. I heard bang, 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 and he fell. The doors were wide open, and I was very concerned because we had the line of succession for our country in the ballroom.
So help us, are we to understand that the suspect just tripped?
Yeah, I mean, it says as much in the court documents in the indictment here. My understanding is that the suspect was really running quite fast. He's a flash on the security camera. And that, yes, at some point there were shots fired, and then the suspect appears to trip or stumble. As one officer explained it to me, his head was so much further up than his feet. Within a second, I am told, of him tripping, Secret Service did, tackle him. I think he was moving quite quickly and then immediately stopped, and they stripped him in order to determine whether or not there were any improvised explosive devices on him or if he had any additional weapons, which, in addition to the shotgun that he was carrying, a handgun was found on his person, and he was carrying a bag along with him, which is how he concealed those weapons in the stairwell. So when we asked the Attorney General about this, was he, did he trip? Was he tackled? He said, well, both things can be true. He stumbled, and immediately law enforcement was on top of him.
Both things can be true, but I also think the order matters.
I agree with you there, Adrienne.
All right, Nicole, thanks so much.
Thank you.